Hello everyone. So in this video we will start the second part of this chapter, that is radiation of heat. Now radiation is a transfer of heat in the form of waves from one body to another through a vacuum or a medium. Okay. Now just now we have learned what is conduction and convection. In conduction and convection we always need a medium through which the heat can be transferred. But in case of radiation we do not need a medium for heat transfer. Okay. The heat always gets transmitted from a hot body in straight lines, that is in all directions and at a very great speed without the aid of any medium. Okay. The heat from the sun, it reaches the earth through radiation. This heat is called as radiant heat. The sun's energy, it passes through empty space which is called as vacuum between the sun and the earth, and it reaches the earth's surface. All kinds of hot objects, say solid, liquids and gases, they radiate some amount of heat. Okay. The amount of heat which is radiated by a hot body, it will always depend on its temperature, color and the nature of its surface. And the amount of radiant heat which is received by a body, it depends on its distance from the source of radiant heat. A body which is closer to the source, it will receive obviously more amount of heat than the ones which are farther away. That is why in case of solar system, the inner planets of our solar system like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, they always receive a higher amount of heat because they are closer to the sun. Now, in page number 47, you have one experiment, that is activity 5.8, to study radiation from different surfaces. Okay, so we have taken two tins. Okay, we will take two tins, and they will have very tight fitting lids. The lids will be very tight. Okay, and we will make hole at the center, or if you want to make hole at the side, you can make it in the lids to hold the thermometers. Okay, now if in the cans or if in the tins there are any kind of labels given, you will remove all those labels. Okay, and after removing, we will paint one tin as black color and another we will make it shiny. Okay, then in these two tins we will pour equal amounts of boiling water. We will boil some amount of water and we will pour the boiling water into this tin cans. Okay, and after that we will note the temperature of the two cans with the help of two thermometers. Okay, what we will see, that there is a drop in temperature in the black tin. There will be a dropping of the temperature in the black tin than the shinier tin. This is because black surface, it always loses heat more quickly than a shiny surface. Okay, a black surface will always radiate heat better than a shiny surface. So this is the example of radiation. Dark colored substances always radiates heat more than the shinier surfaces. Okay, so this was all about the radiation. Okay, next topic that you have is application of radiation. Please, you go through the applications of radiations. 1, 2 and 3 are given. You learn these 3 applications. Okay, next topic that you have is thermos or vacuum flask, that is in page number 47. You study the structure. Here in this paragraph you will find the structure of this one, thermo flask. You read this one at home. Now in thermo flask we will see that the hot substances always stays hot, while the cold liquids, if we pour some cold liquids, it will always remain cold. This is because the contents of the flask lose minimal heat by conduction. Why? Because glass, cork and vacuum, they are very poor conductors of heat. They do not allow the heat to pass through them. Okay, the space between the double walls, the space between the double walls, these are also vacuum. The space between the two double walls is vacuum, and they does not have any liquid or say gas between them. So there is very little loss of heat due to convection. Finally, as the inner walls of the glass bottle, they are silvered. Okay, they have a silver coating. Any heat that may be radiated will be reflected back into the flask again. So the substance in the flask therefore retains its temperature. That's why whenever we will pour any hot substance or if any cold substance, it will remain here as cold or hot. Okay, so this was the mechanism how a thermos flask work. You read the structure, you practice the structure, along with you read the structure of the thermo flask that is in your book. And in table 5.1, conduction, convection and radiation, there are some terms, there are some differences between conduction, convection and radiation given. You read this one. Okay, so this was all about chapter number 5. This was all about chapter number 5. Read all the question and answers that are given in your school app, along with the fill in the blanks, true and false, multiple choice questions. Okay, and read the chapters. Chapter reading is very important. Okay, utilize your time, don't waste it, and read all the chapters which are there in your second term. And that's all. Okay, thank you.